Well,
Avance, trash! I know. Sorry, guys. Just to do that.
that still didn't work tonight, but I digress. What an episode, man. What an episode. This show, man, keeps surprising me of how good it gets every week.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, hey guys, it's Camper 15 joined with my co-host, the Red Wolf, and we are back with another Dragon Quest episode review for you guys. And this is Dragon Quest episode 4, where the Dark King, formerly known as the Dark King, Hadlar, makes an return.
No, the person above him, the Dark King.
Oh, the Dark Lord.
Yeah, Dark Lord.
Hold on for a second. I hear my dog in the background. Okay, sorry for that quick break. Again, like I said, I had to take care of, dog necessities. Make my dog go use the restroom because she can't let herself outside the potty herself. But anyways, let's get to talking this episode because this episode, man, it was jam-packed with action. We started the episode off, really, by seeing him walking to the island and seeing the barrier put up, Hadlar. Then we get back to the battle between Dragon Avon and Guy. Again, the move, or the magic power move that Avon uses to transform into a dragon is called Huff and stuff like that. So because of that, that's able to make him transform into a fire-breathing dragon. Avon goes on to say that dragons are the most powerful monsters, I guess, in the world, in Dragon Quest world, and stuff like that. Now, Dai's having some trouble, obviously. That is until Goma-chan goes and retrieves Pop from, his training, as he so says, to, I guess, get better than Dai, because that's what Goma-chan says. So he gets him over after doing a nice, lovely sign language type of thing by transforming into a dragon. He brings him over, and then that's when he realizes he can't use an Earth Slash. That's when he remembers what Avon taught him, and then he ends up using the Sea Slash, or the slicing of the Wave Slash, as they called it here. And because of it, he's able to cut through the flames, essentially. But we find out that he actually did the upgraded version, which is the Wave Slash, which is a more powerful version of it, because Avon's nose is kind of, I guess, burning because of it, and he really figures on his nose and stuff like that, which was hilarious.
He's got a boo-boo.
Yeah. You care to take us into the next scene after the Dai Avon battle? Quick little, I guess, skirmish.
Oh yes. As I predicted from the last from the last video, the Dark Lord was coming to that island. I called it, man. I called it. But you said something else. What did you say, actually?
I said I thought he'd be like on his own island, but
yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, the Dark Lord is like hovering. It was actually on the beginning of the episode, but he was hovering over the water, looking to that island. He sees the barrier, and he's like, "What an annoying barrier," and all that stuff. And that's where he starts to start breaking in. And Avon Avon started sensing him, and so does Guy. And that's where everybody starts all panicking because they know that presence. Well, except for Guy, because it's kind of new. But yeah, the Dark Lord is here, man. The Dark Lord is here.
Would you care to go into more detail, or do you want me to take the reins?
You can do it.
Okay, so we get a revelation here that Avon was the hero that defeated Hadlar all those years ago, which is a shock to Pop and Dai. And then Pop's like, damn it, man. Why did I have to train with the real actual hero? Which, okay, I don't know why it would feel like that, but I guess he felt like the pressure was too much for him.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he did seem pretty cowardly to begin with, so.
Now, Dai is also shocked by that. Grandpa Brass actually is like, oh wait, you were Avon, the hero who defeated the Dark Lord all those years ago. And stuff like that, and brought peace to the world. And things like that. And you can clearly see, one, they're definitely rivals here and stuff like that. Now, the one thing is, after Avon starts to attack, he does a sizzle attack on him, but no effect. And Hadlar's like, ha 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 ha. Come on! You think that was your best shot? He goes on to say, like, he's the master of, like, fire-based techniques and stuff like that. He also does mention the fact, and he does mention later on, he's like, he's stronger, because this is when we get the next revelation on how he was brought back to life. So, he says that he was resurrected through the power of a ruler who gave him a more powerful body. The person who did this or gave him this powerful body is, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm just gonna name it Byrne or Bjorn. I'm just gonna call him Byrne, the Dark King. And essentially, he is a god of the underworld. Fun fact, I had to freaking listen to this again. Well, if you know what I mean, if you ever watched SAO, literally the last half of their season was called War of the Underworld, or War of Underworld. Even though it technically didn't have really, well, whatever. Yeah, so he is a god of the underworld, and Hadlar, to get his full power back, had to sleep for over a damn decade just to get that power back, which is a pretty long time. A decade is about like 10 years or so. That dude, Jesus, 10 years apiece. Man, that must suck. That must suck. Yeah, and this is when he goes into the whole thing. Is like, yes, you know, Dark King Byrne is much more powerful than I am. He's ruling my army much better than I ever did. And essentially, this is when Hadlar kind of is like, now I'm the supreme commander of the army. And I'm like, so, okay, so you're what Avon says, he's like, so you're essentially his lapdog or his puppet. And Hadlar's like, my MFer, what did you say? I'm like, technically he's not wrong. You are the lapdog to the Dark King. And the way you're talking about him, you sound like an overgrown dude who sucks somebody's, or the leader's, you know what?
Yeah, and he was all, why didn't you sign it?
Just a quick mention, I know we're going a little off topic. I thought Hadlar's design when he was, I guess, unrobed, it looks pretty badass.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Gotta admit.
I know if there's a Dragon Ball fans out there, they're probably going to compare his design to, I guess, a more goblin-like Piccolo.
I already compared it a long time ago.
But I guess you can say he looks like Piccolo, but like at the same time, it's not like Piccolo. Even though he does remind me more of Demon King Piccolo than just regular old Piccolo. But hey, it is what it is, and stuff like that. So Hadlar, he's like, all right, I'm enough with your shit. I'm done playing. I'm gonna kill you now, hero. And Grandpa Brass points out he's using this magic spell called Kaboom, which is the strongest, I guess, you know, spell he's got, or well, the strongest, you know, base spell of that ability he was using. But Avon, he counteracts using Avon Strash. Now he manages to cut through the Kaboom, but he still gets affected or hit in the process. And Hadlar, he gets cut, you know, in the torso area. or the chest area, and he looks like he's about to pass out. Now Pop thinks it's a draw. We're like, oh, and even I'm like, oh, so he just barely wins this time.
Ha ha ha. I knew it wasn't gonna be that easy.
What happens next, Minzo?
Oh yes, he claims that his new power now allows him to regenerate.
Essentially.
Yes. So technically, not a draw. It's a total win for the Dark Lord.
Yes. I can continue, and then we can end this review off.
Go right ahead.
Now Hadlar, like I said, apparently he can regenerate badly damaged wounds that was cut. Now, Yvonne actually, because Grandpa Brass makes a mention, no, Dai makes the mention that Yvonne is actually weaker in his magic power because he used Puff. Grandpa Brass goes on to tell the others that Puff essentially takes 3 or 4 times the magic power of a normal spell, which I'm guessing drains your energy like crazy. Okay, that's not good, which explains why Yvonne actually might be struggling than maybe he probably would have, which I'm guessing here. And it's funny because even Hadlar is like, what the hell's wrong with you? Last time we fought, you were much more stronger than this. Which I'm like, oh shit. Why is it always when it comes to these risque moves of training, then the bad guy shows up? Hold on a second. Okay, sorry. I swear, dogs sometimes can be irritating. They'll bark it, nothing. They'll just hear air and they'll start barking.
I guess. I thought they were more intelligent than that.
Anyways, as we end off the video, now this is all happening. Dai, he's trying to get involved in the fight, and he tries to, and one, Hadlar kind of blocks him without even looking at him, and then 2, he kind of beats frickin' Dai to an inch of his frickin' life, but he's essentially just not even hitting him. He's just slamming him down on the ground like countless numbers of times. Stuff like that, which he's definitely not ready to fight him.
Yep.
Now, Dai gets beat easily, and Hadlar, after Pup goes up to him, Hadlar's like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I'll let you live for now. Which, at first I'm like scratching my head, I'm like, I don't think you should do that, because that's always a bad guy's most famous mistake. Letting the good guys or the successors somehow live. And then next thing you know, he looks down at his finger and he sees that he was cut and there's blood, and he's like, what?
He changed his mind. He changed his mind right there.
He's like, how did he do this? And that's when he turns around, he's like, hey boy. He's like, actually, I think nobody who's a successor to Yvonne should be left alive. And I'm like, thank God, no dumbass villain we got here. He actually is like gonna try to finish them off, although he tries to do another, I guess, kaboom attack. But this time, let's just say Yvonne pulled a Piccolo here. And the episode ends off with somewhat, I guess, him putting his body on the line to protect Dai and Pop. And next week, we might see the conclusion and maybe the following of Yvonne.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was also me too. Didn't they change the way the opening looks now? Because there was I think, new animations for the opening. It looked different.
I think just slightly. I can't really tell.
I'm gonna have to watch the first episode opening, or the second episode opening, and watch episode 4's opening, because I swear I was watching. I'm like, seems different. We're getting different visuals in the opening, but it could be just me. But it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Hadlar is definitely devious and dangerous to deal with.
Yep.
Again, like I said, he reminds me of Demon King Piccolo. I know I'm throwing out the Dragon Ball references, but that's just my opinion.
I think anyone would do that. Anyone.
Yeah.
Would see.
Now, Hadlar seems like he's freaking strong, and we have not seen him, like, I guess not sweat bullets already. He's like literally, he's fighting Yvonne pretty easily. Now, yes, you can say it's because Yvonne's most definitely powered down because of the puff ability. But he's still kind of not sweating much. He's kind of like, you guys are like, please to me. Just imagine how strong the freaking Vern is.
Oh yeah.
Now, they showed a silhouette of his eyes, but they didn't show his body.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to know how strong that guy is. So, Dime might be in some huge trouble here, guys. That's all I can say.
He's still got a long way to go.
And it's like, I already know this series is going to be long because we still haven't even met the pink girl. Heck, I guarantee you what's going to happen is they're going to maybe have to retreat off the island.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. You know, who knows where this goes, but do you think I guess my prediction is maybe Yvonne might fall and sacrifice his life through Die and Pop to get away.
I kind of didn't expect that.
At this point, I have no clue with what's going on anymore. Hadlar's crazy, and yeah. Anyways, I think it's best we get up out of here. It's getting late for us. So, yeah. So if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode. Your thoughts on Hadlar. Does he remind you of Demon King Piccolo? And if there's anything else you want to put in the comment section regarding this week's episode, go ahead. As well as hit that subscribe button to get more Dragon Quest content as the weeks progress. As well as hit that notification button if you are subscribed to the channel to make sure you get every update or every upload that I post to my YouTube channel. So, yeah. Other than that, we're going to get out of here. So this has been Camfrey15.
And the Red Wolf.
Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your evening or day or whenever you're checking out this video. So till then, guys, peace.
Peace.